Well, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for me again.
The last thing I wanted to talk about is, there's some discrepancies in the country. Basically, people saying, oh, it'll only be a couple more weeks. And some people like, oh, it's going to be 2 years. So a guy at my job was like, oh, we're going to be in isolation for 2 years. I'm like, what?
What?
It's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, say it ends in June, July. What are like one of the first things you want to do? Like go to a movie, brunch? Like, what's your thing that you've really been missing?
I just want to meet up with friends, like friends and even family, because we have a lot of family that lives in the area, but we've been keeping our social distance from even our cousins and aunts and uncles and things like that. So the first thing I want to do is meet up with them, have our kids together, and I have a couple cousins who are pregnant, and just seeing them, growing and healthy and happy, like I miss that being an extrovert again. Like this is a difficult time, like being away from family. And luckily, I have a big household of people living with us now. My sister just moved here, or didn't move. Like she lives in New York, and she came here when this all went down.
Wow.
And she got tested there, and it was negative. She got tested here; it was negative as well. So even when she came, I sent the girls to their dad's house for about 2 weeks, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Um, so that was really hard for me because I've never been away from them for that long. And so um, just I think the first thing that I would want to do is just be with family and friends.
Okay. What about your parents? Are they staying with you or they're
I live with my parents,
okay?
so yeah, I'm a permanent resident crasher.
You live with your parents or they live with you?
I live with my parents.
Okay.
So, yeah, I ever since my divorce, I moved in with my family. They are a huge support system for me. Without them, I would never have graduated from college. Without them, I would not have been able to work full time while having my mom pick up the girls from school so that I can finish work and come home in a hurry. Having that support system has been totally vital in my role in my life.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
So, as far as your job, do you look forward to going back to work? I personally love working from home, and I hate driving and traffic, and I'm like, I could do this forever. So,
No, I'm the opposite.
okay,
I won't mind being in traffic to get to work. I don't care if it takes me an hour to get to work. I want to go back to work. Especially the line of work that I do, working with
hmm,
clients directly. It's
yeah,
so hard doing it with the social distancing. There
yeah,
was one time during this quarantine that I actually really had to help a client who did not have access to a computer or a printer, and I had to print out his drug screening paper, and I met him at his apartment complex. I had him follow me in his car. And when we got to the drug screening place, I handed him the paper where he needs to go check in and do his drug screening for employment. And from there, he went home, and I went home, and we were good. But it was so hard because, like, I just want to shake his hand. Like, that's what I'm used to doing,
yeah,
Like, I don't like this coldness of, like, the social distancing. So
yeah.
that I look forward to going back to work. Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's where we're not alike.
Yeah, just working from home. It's been great because I'm getting a lot of mileage in, and as far as running goes,
Yeah,
but as far as like working with the clients, I miss the clients.
yeah. Well, I'm a big hugger, so I do miss
Yes,
hugs.
yes, virtual air hug right now. Virtual, virtual.
I know. I was telling somebody, I said, even though we're socially distant, I think that we can be emotionally close.
Absolutely.
So that was,
That's a very powerful message that you're saying right there, because I have said that to my friends. I've said that to people that I know, that even though we're social distancing right now, it is not hard to pick up the phone and check on a friend, or FaceTime your coworker, or get to know your neighbor by waving or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to stay in touch with people. You just have to have intention and go through with it, because
yeah,
if you don't do that, you lose those connections.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for catching up with me.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It was such a pleasure seeing your beautiful face.
You too.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. And that was one of the main reasons I wanted to do this show is because I wanted to talk to people that I've lost touch with or haven't spoken to in years or see on Facebook or Instagram, but it's just not the same, that actual contact. So
Yes.
I miss you.
Miss you so much. And when this quarantine is over, we have got to get together.
Okay. And a real
Okay.
hug.
And real hug. This virtual hug isn't going to cut it for me.
All right. Love to you and your family.
Family and love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. I still hear something.
Do you really?
Sounds like before it sounded fine. Now it just sounds a little echoey, like more of an
Really?
empty space. But okay, say something.
Hey.
Okay. Now it sounds fine. Okay. So we're almost done here.
Alrighty.
Oh, we're recording. I forgot. Take that out.